Hey guys, grab your popcorn, pick a seat, and dim the lights, because it's time for Lights, Camera, Wait, This is a Podcast. I'm your host, a lover of toast. I hate to boast, but how long can I coast? Longer than most. I've been diagnosed with a post-roast rib roast on the Golden Coast. I'm having a stroke. My name is Logan.
Wow, it's like Biggie's back.
Now, of course, huddled in this candlelit basement chained to the wall with me are my two loyal co-hosts. She had her name legally changed from Stanley because her parents wanted a boy. If she was a fruit, she'd be a fine apple. If she were a vegetable, I'd pull the plug. It's Stephanie. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Just kidding, we're moving on. He's mean, he's green, and he should probably get that checked out. It's Ben.
Yeah, it's me, Ben.
Anyway, today we're going to be talking about two movies.
What?
Yeah. I know, big change from the last 9 episodes where we've talked about 2 movies.
Hey, we officially in double digits, boy.
Hey, we in double digits.
Hey,
And to celebrate this,
we're reviewing 2 movies.
Yeah, we're reviewing 2 movies. And we got some new mics, so we sound nice and crisp.
Fresh.
Sorry, I just peeked.
We got some nice ASMR mics. How many times have we brought up ASMR on this show? Probably at least 5. We're probably at like 50%. 50% of our episodes have brought up ASMR at some point.
I don't think we've done it enough, frankly.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, today our movies are Terry Pratchett's Hogfather from 2005 and Detective Heart of America, The Final Freedom. 2 kind of odd choices, a little bit different than what we normally do. One is a made-for-TV sort of miniseries movie in 2 parts. The other is a Kickstarter-funded YouTube movie by Jason Steele, who runs the YouTube account Film Cow, famous for
Llamas with hats,
Charlie the Unicorn,
Yeah.
Marshmallow People, and
Ghost
many
House.
others. Ghost House.
Ghost House.
Ghost House is great.
Ghost House.
Love Ghost House.
I do too.
And I usually have a pretty clear idea of how I want to like structure things, but I don't know which one I want to talk about first today. They're both kind of equally kind of odd and
What did you say, Ben?
No, I said nothing.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I just said stupid.
Oh.
Oh. Already.
All right. Okay, we got some controversy down here in the basement.
One of them's supposed to be stupid.
To
be fair.
I think maybe you should watch what you say, or I won't bring you dinner tonight.
Huh?
What?
Dad.
Yeah, because you guys are chained up in my basement.
Papa.
This was established earlier. Follow the yes and rule. Jeez,
Sorry.
have you guys even taken an improv class?
No.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And
Yes, and I would watch Whose Line as a kid.
All right, so I'm gonna flip a coin on my phone and figure out. Let's do Detective Heart of America's heads and Hogfather's tails. Flip a coin.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
Are you talking to Siri?
It's heads.
What?
It's heads, so we're gonna be
She
talking
said
about.
tails.
It said it's heads.
It said heads.
That's it. Tails.
I'm questioning it again. Did it?
It's on record. It was heads.
I heard tails.
I have the male Australian voice for my Siri because I'm gay. And so we're going to be talking about Detective Heart of America, The Final Freedom.
Heart of
If you haven't
America.
already seen this movie, do yourself a favor. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's an hour and 15 minutes. It is...
You promised me 45 minutes, and I saw the hour, and I got pissed.
made a mistake.
I got pissed.
I was like, oh, jeez.
But it's a wonderful movie. This is like my go-to just entertaining movie to put on for like groups of people, because it's got so much to it that can just be enjoyed by like everyone. And this is one of my favorite just like stupid funny movies. And I've probably watched it maybe 20 times.
You
at this
played
point.
it about 5 times in D&D.
I liked having it on in the background because people just look and go, "What the fuck is that?"
Mhm.
Every single time.
Yeah, I think
What the
that's-
fuck?
I think that's how I first saw it. At least most of it.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it during that context.
Okay, so the description on IMDb. Yes, this is on
It's
IMDb.
on IMDb.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
Did
and
Tom Hanks get the credit on IMDb?
I didn't check. But it's Detective Heart of America must, alongside his friends, embark on an epic low-budget quest to bring back America from the terrifying power of Ouya. So,
Yep.
It's got a
Ouya.
7.9 on IMDb.
What?
What did you guys give it?
Ben, go first.
I don't really know how to rate this.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
How are we rating this?
I just because okay, this movie's supposed to be bad. It's supposed to be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So like I guess I just rated off enjoyment, and I gave it a 5. I didn't
Really?
I didn't really like it.
Really?
I said I don't know. It was weird. Like I like it in the context of like putting it on for a group of people, being like,
Mm.
hey, watch this shit. But
Yeah.
like trying to watch it and trying to take notes and shit on it.
That was
I was
really
like,
hard.
like my first 4 notes. At first I said LMAO at Tom Hanks. And then I said, already can't believe I'm going to watch an hour of this. And then my next note is, this is so shitty. And then I said, how am I going to review this? Like, I don't know. Like, it did what it wanted to do. But I think that's just not for me anymore. Like, just the nonsense for nonsense. I don't know.
I could
it's
agree
really
with
weird.
that.
I wrote this down, but I'm not exactly sure if it stands up. But I said this is like making me review Charlie Bit My Finger as a movie.
Jeez.
Just
This
like
is kind of harsh.
not that
I respect it though.
it's like because it is technically a movie, but I wouldn't think of it as a movie. I don't know. I don't want to be harsh on it because I feel like I'm not fun by saying I didn't enjoy this. But like if I didn't enjoy it, I didn't enjoy it.
That's fair.
I'm sorry.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, man.
That type of comedy isn't really for everybody, and it's kind of difficult to just watch on your own. As
Yeah.
well.
It is.
But I think I also wrote down that like early high school me would have loved this.
Mm.
Like I think like I used to love that sense of humor, but I think now I've just kind of grown out of it.
And I think
Which
you're
kinda
forgetting
sucks.
one important thing.
Yeah. Don't put it so close. It was at a
Oh
good
my
level
God.
before. I totally forgot about kazoos.
Yeah.
I did
We
too.
haven't done it in a while.
Yeah. Kazoos are in the bag over there if you want
Hey.
yours.
Kazoos are in the back.
I mean, because this
So I'm
These
just looking
two
at the
movies.
levels on the recording
no,
software, and it's just completely off the charts.
You were good for the most part. Then you put that shit right to it.
Hell yeah.
we finally have movies that have like good music that we memorized. 'Cause
Mm.
That Detective Heart of America,
Yeah.
like it's.
The Hogfather?
Well, I don't remember anything. For the Hogfather was.
We aren't talking about
We're
that,
not
are
talking
we?
about the Hogfather right now.
Okay, I had a question, but you know what?
Go
Fine,
on.
I'll save it.
I'll answer
No,
them
I'll
later.
Save it. I'll save it.
You can
I'll
ask it,
save
but you won't get the answer
Yeah.
I'll save it.
till like 45 minutes.
Okay, assholes.
Yeah.
Chill. This is a podcast about friendship at the end of the day.
Mm.
Give your rating, 70.
Okay, yeah. What was your rating?
I'm mixed, but I'll rate it for what it was rather than enjoyment because I'm not sure, but for now I'll give it a 6, and if you change my mind I'll probably boost it up, but for now a 6.
So this for me, I'm gonna give this one a 7 in terms of like just as a movie. It's fairly competent. It accomplishes what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
And the plot is actually like really solid. If you take a step
I
back
mean-
and look at the actual plot,
Yeah,
it's actually really well thought out. It's something you might see in like an actual high budget like science fiction movie
Mhm.
or something.
Yeah, it's like pretty convoluted, but like there is a way to follow it.
Yeah. No, and the main reason that it's sort of difficult to follow is because of who we're following. Because he
Yeah.
doesn't
And-
care.
Yeah.
It's the story of a a total chaotic neutral, only going for his own goals and just stirring the pot because fuck it, why not? And he's going through this serious thing, and he just doesn't give a shit about anything. It's like game of D&D, where the DM's trying to lay out this really complex story, and the players don't give a shit, and they're just plowing through, killing all the essential characters. And I love it. And for enjoyment, this is a 10 out of 10 for me.
I get that.
No.
Really enjoy this movie. It's
humor.
such a fun movie to watch.
Yeah. It's first 10 on 10 by Logan.
Quote
I know,
this movie.
really. It really is.
I quote it constantly. Like this movie is my exact style of humor. Bless
No,
you.
it is. Thank you. Yeah, the whole time I was watching this, I was like, yeah, I get why Logan loves it. This is just Logan.
But this movie it's a Kickstarter funded movie. They made $43,079 on Kickstarter.
What did they spend it on?
From
Good
the
question.
Kickstarter, it was listed as basically hardware and software, so like lighting, cameras, editing programs, props. Lots of props were used in this movie. And I'm guessing a lot on stock footage as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to
The
imagine
eagle.
what $43,000 would have went to.
Um,
I felt like most of it, I just was like, oh, they had something lying around the house. And they was like, we'll just put this in here.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought until the...
fucking Madison Square Garden.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff that like got a good chuckle out of me.
Mm.
So I don't know. A 5 does feel harsh, but like, I don't know. I was laughing when what was the mom rabbit name? What was her name?
Gore slacks.
When she was first introduced and she was talking about those weeds. And then she was talking about how it was a garden. And he goes, no, they're just weeds. Mom's just being an asshole. Like, that got me good. I don't know. It's a weird thing to review.
Yeah. So, Jason Steele, the creator of this movie. If you're listening to this, I love your work.
Me too.
But anyway.
Question mark?
So, he voiced several characters in this movie.
I can tell.
He was Detective Heart of America, Reggie, Sabina, the baby, Chessmate, Gorslax, Ulathar, Pinocchio, Ouya, the voice of Brendan, Deborah, Audrey, Jane, Rooney, Yvonne, Linda, Rita, Elsa, the Great White Shark, the Great Red Shark, the Hammerhead Shark, the Resistance Phone Operator, Fanny, Earl, and the Bitcoin Narrator.
So, every single character.
There were a few. He didn't play...
Robert Benford. Robert Benford. I know him. He did God. He was also a YouTube channel I used to watch a lot, like middle school. Sorry. He did Clay World. Did you ever watch Clay World?
I did.
That's
I
him.
remember Clay World.
That's him.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Watch you be wrong.
Don't
No,
at
I'm
me.
pretty sure because I think I'm still subscribed to him, and like his shit will still pop up. I'm like, I remember when I used to watch this guy. But never click on it.
But Jason Steele also is the creator of Shadowstone Park,
Never heard of
which is the first 3 episodes are on YouTube. It's this little like TV show he makes, and it is very good. I actually am very much looking forward to the next installment of it.
I'll check it out. I'll have to check it out.
So there was only one thing on the IMDb trivia page, and that was that all of the Native Fug-Americans are named after white actors who've played Native Americans in movies.
Oh shit! Wait, give it an example. Do you have an example? I'm trying to remember.
Audrey Hepburn, Deborah
Oh my
Paget,
God.
Oh yeah, they were just straight up the names.
Jane Krakowski, Rooney Mara, Yvonne DiCarlo, Linda Darnell, Elsa Martinelli, Rita Gam.
That's funny. I guess I didn't realize. I thought they were just doing bullshit. But yeah, I love how they're just fug. They're just American now. Fug.
You may call me Fug.
And fucking when what was the sequence when like the Twin Towers appeared again and then disappeared again? That was good.
No,
I remember seeing that at your house when you play it. I'm like, okay.
Film Cow he does like a lot of 9/11 jokes.
Mm-hmm.
We're currently recording this. What is it? 2 days after 9/11. No,
It's a day.
Day
Yesterday.
after. Bro, you forgot.
yesterday was 9/11. Never forget.
My man's forgot.
But funny enough, the Kickstarter, there was a tier in the Kickstarter. If you donated $911, you get the Never Forget tier, where you get a spot in the credits where you're listed as the 9/11 of this movie.
Here, you want to know something really funny? So Diego, my roommate, passed a guest on this show. His brother was born on September 11th, 2001.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Yeah. Crazy, huh?
What a way to ruin a birthday.
Right? Or what a way to ruin 9/11.
Hey, but then
Jeez.
then anytime somebody says never forget, you can just add my birthday onto the end of it.
So I think he's winning out of all of us.
I'm
So,
sure.
he's the winner. Shout out Danny.
But
Danny.
other Kickstarter gifts included a collectible coin, a shirt, a custom sketch, a custom voicemail message, a piece of Detective Heart of America's broken body from the filming, a Skype call, the 9/11 tier, and then for $1,000, only one person did this. You get to send in a picture of your face to be placed somewhere in the movie. And they placed it
Brendan?
on Brendan's face.
That's great.
And I think that is just the greatest thing.
Shit, bro.
That's amazing.
$1,000
Imagine how different the movie would have been without that.
The entire movie, I was like, whose face is that?
It's just one of the Kickstarter backers.
That's brilliant. Shout out
And
Brendan.
who knows? Maybe he sent in like his brother's picture. Like it's just a
Like,
picture.
is it
could be
him?
anything.
Like a picture that his brother just hates of himself that he just sent in to be like, hey, let me just fucking immortalize this in this movie.
No, but like the Bitcoin little thing,
Mhm.
that animation was pretty nice. Which
Yeah, I like
he's
that.
good at animation, so it
Yeah.
didn't surprise
I
me.
think that was somebody else actually.
Oh,
that
was
did
it?
the animation? I don't know if they did the animation, but I saw in the credits it was listed as somebody else did like the characters or
Oh.
something. But he does very good animation work.
Yeah, so I just figured that was him.
And he's currently
it.
working on his second full-length movie, also Kickstarter funded. This one fully animated though.
Ooh.
Is it based off any of his other shit?
It is the Charlie the Unicorn finale.
Of course.
Is he still making stuff for that?
He stopped a while ago, but he's making one to finish it all.
Really? That's interesting. I remember when he used to do like Charlie Tay Unicorn, TEH.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it. That's like the same vein as Detective Heart of America, kind of.
Yeah.
That shit used to crack me up. So yeah, I definitely would have loved this like middle school, like
Yeah.
the early high school.
I could see this in like Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could totally see this type of stuff on like Adult Swim. But Fanny and Earl are also two characters from his other videos.
Which one's Fanny?
They were the couple that.
Oh, with the that
it-
looks shocked, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The bathtub.
Oh shit! Gorslax is here.
I wish this was impression time. We all got to do our impressions now.
Oh yeah, you guys want to do impressions of the characters?
Stephanie's first.
I want to hear Stephanie's version of.
Wow, I need to go pee all of a sudden.
Okay, we'll take a break.
Quick, name a character. Do the hammerhead shark.
I don't even remember how
I
he
don't.
sounded.
But it was a giraffe. It was a giraffe.
That was the best fucking thing. I loved all the parts with Jesus.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh, when they kept dropping him and he would die again, that shit was getting me pretty good too.
I think I was laughing more about how I imagined the filming process going, because there would be some scenes where I'm like, this was probably like really funny to shoot, like dropping the eagle just like everywhere. I think that'd be funny.
They had to buy a lot of that eagle, huh?
Yeah.
And just like men just with statues.
This movie was interesting because it's not really a movie that you think much about cinematography, but a lot of thought had to go into it, because these are not normal shots. You're not shooting people. You're shooting tiny objects. Lighting's going to be different. Like angles are going to have to be different, and you're going to have to make it look decent, like without looking, cheesy. And I mean,
Yeah, they did a good job at it, I thought.
Yeah,
With what they could do with inanimate objects. Not bad.
No, with what they were working with, literally like an inanimate eagle statue, like completely, you can't move it at all, which My grandmother has the exact same eagle statue
No way.
in her spare room, and I saw it. Just after the movie had come out, I watched it, and then I was going to stay with my grandparents for like a weekend for some reason, and I went and I looked up at the shelf, and I was like, "That's fucking Detective Heart of America."
Yo, he's always looking out for us.
Detective Heart of
No, yeah, I felt so
America.
safe. He was protecting me in my
No,
sleep.
but there was like one shot when he woke up in a box and then like the sunlight
Mhm.
flooded into it. And I legitimately thought, I was like, this is a nice shot. I was
No,
like,
there are some decent shots in this.
I was like, what's going on? Shit, I don't know. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I had a good time, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time movie. It's also a very difficult movie to watch alone.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the main thing.
Mm.
Like, I definitely would like it more people, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I watched half of it with Logan in the car, and I enjoyed it so much more.
Yeah. I watched it with my sister.
Yeah.
Like she was just in the room, so
Damn.
it
How did
makes
Lauren
it
like
better
it?
to have another person to watch it with.
I was alone as hell.
Did Lauren like it?
This is Hogfather notes. She did.
Did she?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
No, she was laughing.
kudos, because impressing Lauren.
And the tragedy of this movie is that it only has like 500,000 views.
Really?
It's got 650,000 views on YouTube, which I think is just a tragedy.
They're off from you.
I could see this
It-
being more popular.
It
yeah.
deserves more. Like he has videos that have way more than that, but people just pass over this one for some reason. I guess they see it's like an hour long and they're like, "Oh, that's stupid," but it's fucking great. I love it. And like half those views are from me, but like no, like I feel like the people that watch this watch it more than once, so I feel like that's not even an accurate representation.
Wait, so my two last notes were, man, I don't know, man. And then I really want this to be over.
Please.
I guess I wasn't enjoying it while I was watching it, but I don't mind talking about it right now.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah. If I watched it with someone, I'm sure I would have liked it more.
So while I was watching this, my sister, when Ouya was explaining his plan about like, oh, I'm going to put an Ouya in every home and use the processing power to generate bitcoins, my sister was like, Alexa. Like Amazon is
Shit.
using this strategy.
He predicted Alexa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Would you guys live in Slam Zone?
What? How come I don't remember what Slam Zone is?
You don't remember Slam Zone? An ice cold Sunny D might jog your memory.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the town?
That was the country that Brendan was from.
No, all
Would
I
there
remember.
be more Brendans in this town?
Hell yeah, everyone would be a Brendan.
all I remember was everything was in Fug.
Mm.
I didn't remember the exact town name. I live there. I don't give
Well,
a
no,
fuck.
it was Slam Zone, and then Slam Zone was Slam Zone was erased and replaced with Super Spain, which was then replaced with Claireland, which had a lot of scorpions in it. I've watched this movie
What
too
the
many
fuck?
times.
I don't remember
And
that
then
at all.
Claireland was erased and replaced with America, which then got erased and replaced with Fug. The Fug
Shit.
colonies in title totality.
Damn. I don't
Wow,
remember.
I'm impressed.
I don't remember any of that.
Mm. No, this movie has such a deep plot written into it that just doesn't get to see the light, because Detective Heart of America is just constantly glazing over everything. Just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm gonna go do this instead.
Shit, I really want to do his voice, but I don't remember what it sounds like.
Are you
Do
gonna
it.
do
Fuck,
it?
I'm-
Oh my god.
You've talked yourself into a corner. You now have to do it.
But I don't remember what it sounds like.
You were legally required to do it. Just pull it up really quick.
I could do
Didn't you just have the video up? We were literally just watching it like before we started this.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. You got me here real quick. Case fucking closed. Little baby. There we go. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm a
Bravo.
stripper. Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
No.
I was
What was
gonna
that?
try- I
What
was
was
gonna-
that? What was that?
I was gonna try to do the baby.
Do it. Just try.
Go, Logan.
I'm just a stupid fucking baby.
I actually like that.
Thank you.
Whoa, that was
I
good.
try.
That scared me. I thought the baby was really here. Wow. Wow, Logan.
Um,
So proud.
but there's a lot of like little like lines in here and stuff that I quote all the time. Like it was an unreasonable request. I feel like I say that like weekly.
I've never heard you say that.
I've never heard
Sorry
you
to call you out
Really?
like that.
I don't
No, like I do it with Marissa all the time. I'll be like, "Hey, you gonna get me a water?" And water's like downstairs, and she's like, "No," and I'm like, "That's fair. It was an unreasonable request."
Oh my god, no. Yeah, you've said
totally
that.
heard me say
yeah,
that
you've
before.
said that.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I don't say this as much anymore, but I used to say it a lot. I spoke hastily and with abandon line.
What? What was even the line?
I spoke hastily and with abandon.
Oh, okay. I can understand it when you do it in the voice.
This podcast is dedicated to Brendan. Brendan, he died for our something.
Sins.
Yeah.
9/11s.
But I love it's just everything about this movie. Just thinking about it cracks me up.
I've never seen you so happy about a movie before.
I know, what the fuck? Stop.
I've never seen you so happy.
I die sadder than I could have possibly imagined. Oh god, this review has just turned into me quoting the movie.
Go ahead. I don't know what else to say
Hop
about
off.
it. I don't know what else to say.
Oh, y'all are a bunch of dorks is another line that I use constantly.
Never heard that either.
How? I use it a lot around Marissa, I guess, but
I hear you say it all the time.
yeah,
you say it
Ben
to me,
just doesn't
Abby.
pay attention.
No, I don't.
It's because he doesn't go to D&D anymore.
Sorry,
You bitch.
Sorry, I've moved away.
Yeah.
Gotten new responsibilities.
Whatever.
I can't play y'all childish games, childish nerd games.
Yeah.
Boy.
Where you go, I think I'm going to walk into a tavern today. I ain't about that.
Dude, I got like 10 pieces out of the 21 pieces of the God Slayer. Like, get at me.
Okay.
Jeez.
Without you level 4 ass. We all level 9s
you
up in here.
fucking level 4
Man.
fighter.
Y'all sound like Anna Wizard.
Dragonborn.
And a wizard.
you
And y'all sound like the losers,
multi-classing level 1 wizard.
Yeah, I don't play.
What?
So it sounds like
Whack.
I'm the really cool one here, and you guys are the major losers. So
No, we're the cool ones. You're the loser.
I go to church Sundays. Y'all sin and play these devil games.
Hell yeah. Devil take my soul. Anyway, back on track. This movie it has a special place in my heart. Just everything about it is so fun to me, and
You look so happy.
the ending. The ending is my favorite ending of any movie.
What the fuck?
You hardcore trash all of our movies, and then
Hell
this
yeah.
one, you're just like, I love it.
I
Like,
have so much respect for
you
this
have
movie.
such a glow talking
do.
about it.
It brings a smile onto my face every time I think about it.
I'm kind of shook.
I don't think I like any movie as much as you like this movie.
I know. The face you have talking about this movie.
I'm turning around now.
Don't knock over our shit.
But
We got really short cables.
but no, the ending to this movie is like just my favorite thing, because you think there's going to be this really dramatic moment of just like, oh, I understand, like I have to give up the one thing I love, but he's like, nope, fuck you, I'm destroying the entire planet just to make myself happy.
That was a dark ending. Everything was
was.
America,
The,
and I was uncomfortable.
The flag waving at the end of the credits is slowly changing as the credits go on, and by the end of it, it's got like the alien's face on it,
Whoa.
because they end up taking over, because they still end up developing the technology and fucking doing it.
Good sentence, dude.
Yeah, a good sentence. I love grammar.
That's deep though. That's a good ending.
Yeah, no,
Ew.
But no, it's like just a little fucking. I've said this already so many times, but like it's.
Do you like this movie?
I do like this
Oh.
movie. Could you tell? Was it
No.
that obvious?
No, just I saw your boner and I got a suspicion.
Yeah, but just like I would totally read a book, like
Nerd.
with this plot, but following a serious protagonist, and I just love the fact that they completely flipped it on its head and put a fucking just total dumbass who doesn't give a shit about anything at the forefront of it.
Yeah, it's a good move. Sorry for yawning.
Put some respect on his name. He ain't a dumbass.
That's Detective
Detective
Hart.
Heart of America.
His first name is Detective Hart, isn't it? Or that's his full
His
name?
name is Heart of America.
That's it.
Detective Heart of America. All together now.
Detective
Heart of America.
The other words.
Cool, dude.
That was a cute moment. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't seen this movie for some reason, even though we already told you to go see it, and we just spoiled it for you, go watch it anyway. Go watch, please.
Logan really loves this movie. Hated all of our movies. So
No, not Inside Llewyn Davis, though.
yeah. Okay.
I win.
The two people that have that are subscribed to us, that listen to us.
Hi, Alyssa.
Yeah, hi Alyssa.
Hey, listen.
And that one guy that left a mean comment on our YouTube video.
Fuck you.
No.
Nah.
We
Fuck
embrace
you.
our fans.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Even the mean ones.
Fuck
He's
you.
gonna
No,
come
fuck
on.
you, Stephanie. You fucking racist.
I'm surprised you haven't said anything racist this podcast.
What was that?
Just my neighbors.
Oh.
My window's open. Sometimes I'd be hearing weird shit because
Okay.
I sleep with the windows open because
I didn't realize the window was open.
Yeah,
I
it
just
just got-
heard
it's on the
somebody
side.
calling from outside, and I was like, "What the fuck is going
Nah,
on?"
Yeah, I keep it open at night because it gets a little hot in here. And like one day, like at like 7 a.m. on a Friday morning, some dude was like blasting Bruno Mars and like singing it. Like I'm sure he was like in his shower or something.
Mm.
He was just fucking getting it. And then the other day I woke up because the kid like right across from the street was in the bathroom, and I'm guessing he just got finished shitting and like he needed his mom to wipe his ass. So like for like 5 minutes straight he'd go, "Mommy, Mom, I'm finished." And I was like, I can't sleep with this. I love living in this apartment.
Everything is so close together.
Mm.
Like all the complexes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Thanks.
It's a community, man.
Thanks.
We all know when we're done finished pooping and our roommates need to wipe our asses.
Hell yeah.
And that Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else?
This movie. Do you guys want to update your scores at all? Like,
Talking
Yeah.
about it, I guess I'll give it a 6.
okay,
I'll keep my
okay.
six.
At least it's positive.
Yeah.
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 It's a weird. Just because I gave it a low rating doesn't mean it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not something
No, a
like
5
particular that I like.
Again, a 5 doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
It just means, to me, 5 is just a baseline. Every movie starts at a 5. If it impresses me, it goes above. If it disappoints me, it goes below.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't blame you. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's just, it strikes a special chord with me, and I
can
just,
tell.
it's a very fun movie for me personally. But Stephanie, do you want to update yours at all?
I think I'll keep mine.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stick with my 7.
Jason Steele loves you.
Mm.
I'm sure.
I love you, Jason Steele. This
Mhm.
podcast is dedicated to Jason Steele, even though he's still alive.
I like God. Do we usually dedicate it to dead people?
Yeah,
No.
No, I don't think we actually have. Who have we
we
done?
have before.
I think we did Robin Williams.
Yeah, we did Robin Williams. We did the one guy who was on Star Trek.
We did Alyssa. She's alive.
On Star Trek? Who did we do on Star Trek?
The dude that died on Star Trek.
Oh.
The pointy ears.
No, we didn't.
No.
No, I thought it was
no,
him.
the actor.
Chris. No.
No.
Not the
No.
new ones.
Who
The
are
guy
you
who was
talking
in
about?
he was in Thoroughbreds.
Oh. The one who was actually murdered? Yeah, we did him.
He wasn't murdered?
He wasn't in Star Trek.
Well, he was.
What happened?
No, he was in Star Trek. Not the show, but the movies.
The
most recent movies.
I didn't watch those. And then everything else has been joke ones. We did the guy.
Yeah,
who,
but they've
who
all
did
been like dead
Smeagol.
guys.
No, like Smeagol. Who did Smeagol?
What?
The one with in the Spirited Away or whatever. No, in Pan's Labyrinth.
Was that? Oh my God! No, we did.
Yeah, but he was dead.
That guy's not dead.
No, we did the guy who played the fawn. What's his name?
He's not dead.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Oh, I thought we also dedicated it to somebody who was dead though.
Did we,
Or
Frank?
or no, we Frank said that he was dead or something, and we were all like, oh
I think
yeah.
I just said R.I.P.
I
Yeah,
don't
no, you
remember.
said
I
R.I.P.
thought that should have. On the real though, R.I.P. Mac Miller.
Hey, one of the two
I know,
people that
honestly,
listens
that's
to
sad.
us, go back and listen and tweet us and tell us what we said because we're too fucking lazy to listen to it on our own.
Hey, Alyssa, just please do it for us.
Our Twitter is what is it?
At LCWTI
T-
pod or
No, wait.
TIA pod.
No T. Lights, camera, wait. This. Oh.
Lights, camera,
Camera,
wait. This is a
pod.
podcast. So it's LCWTIAPOD.
Y W T The band.
Yeah. Or just look us up. I'm pretty sure we're the only thing that comes up when you type in the name of our podcast.
No, remember I told you there's that one, the Lights, camera, bar stool or whatever.
Oh, Lights, Camera, Barstool can suck my ass. I have no idea what the podcast is about, but
I think it's movie reviews.
they're
Are they really?
I'm pretty sure.
God damn it.
But ours is different enough, I think. If they want to say anything, say it to my face.
Yeah.
At us.
Fight us.
At us.
Come
Come.
to
Come
Daily
on.
City.
Well, hey,
Wait,
don't
what?
give up my location. Chill, bro.
Let me see. Let me. Ben, what's your address again?
305. No, I'm not gonna do it, man.
Mm.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
The 305.
But tweet us, and then we'll give you our address,
Yeah,
and you can come and fight us.
Yeah, we'll just squabble up,
Yeah. Yeah.
fight to the death.
Get some toy lightsabers, right?
Mm.
And just tape some razor blades on, make it interesting.
Mm.
It'll be good. It'll be a good time.
Yeah,
I
really
think.
fun. Yeah, just I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
Me too.
So
Yeah. No, we made 10 episodes without getting sued or anything, so I think we're good. We're
Honestly?
doing well.
after this one lifts off, though, this one, as I said, shooting us to the stars, baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talking about Hogfather. Speaking of Hogfather, though, I think it's time we transition into that talk.
Hogfather.
Father.
So,
I'm gonna get sued for that one.
the movie came out in 2006. It is based on the Terry Pratchett novel of the same name, Hogfather. It's Hogswatch, the equivalent of Christmas on the Discworld, and the Hogfather has gone missing, requiring death to take his place while his granddaughter Susan endeavors to find out what has happened. So it's an interesting movie. It is definitely like an original movie. Well, not movie, but story. I think it's Nightmare Before Christmas based on a book.
I cannot tell you.
Look it up really quick.
I don't think so.
Did Nightmare Before Christmas steal from Terry Pratchett?
No. Well, I mean, this was in 1993.
Yeah, but the book came out. Let me see.
Originated in a poem written by Tim Burton in 1982. Yeah, so I guess off from Tim Burton.
I love Tim Burton.
It's why?
Oh, wait. When did Nightmare Before Christmas come out?
Fuck, I just read it. 1993.
Oh, Hogfather was written in 1996. So maybe he saw a skeleton.
Shout out Nightmare Before Christmas, though. Yeah, wait.
A skeleton in a Santa costume.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, The plot of Nightmare Before Christmas is what
the
they.
plot is
It's
way
completely
different.
different.
But like, still, Santa Claus is one of them captures Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
And the Halloween guy.
Well, Santa Claus just stops existing.
No, Nightmare Before Christmas. The kids capture him.
Yeah.
And then Halloween, the King of Halloween takes over. It's almost similar, but there's so much more going on.
No, there's way more like stuff going on in this. So, it's got a 7.5 on IMDb. What did you guys give it?
Stephanie, you go first. I went first last time.
Honestly, I like the story, so I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Just give it. Just go.
Just say it.
Just go.
I gave this one a 5 also.
Okay.
I thought it was hot, smelly
Dude,
trash.
you're turning into the stickler this time.
I rated it based on the story more than anything. Graphics are questionable, but we'll get to it.
I mean, it was a 2006 made-for-TV movie.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I'm going to be honest. Death seems like one of those Party City, things that, just like the mannequins that you see. Yeah.
Costume design was lame in this.
The set design was nice, though.
The set design was very nice.
Yeah.
I
liked it.
I thought most of the costume design was good.
It all felt like Party City to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly can't remember what Susan was wearing, but...
It was just a black dress.
I didn't pay attention too much on the costume design, so I'm...
No, but there were a couple that really stood out to me, like the city guards.
Oh, I could see that.
The
The guards were good or bad?
They were good. Their outfit, they were wearing actual armor.
The ones with the buck teeth?
Yeah.
No, I thought those looked really bad.
Tea Time's outfit in his first appearance, he's wearing this leather armor on. It just looked kind of interesting.
What's
it was kind of neat. Tea Time.
Tea Time.
He would kill you.
Yeah.
He would kill you.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a bitch. He looks creepy though.
I feel like there was a lot that was left unexplained in this movie. And I am a big fan of the books.
Mm-hmm.
And I've read most of the books, and so if you guys have any questions about this movie, feel free to ask, because I feel like I forgave it a lot more because I did know everything that was going on.
So I felt like I couldn't tell if it was just me watching it wrong, or it felt like they just threw a bunch of things at me and then being like, you're supposed to know this already.
Honestly,
and I was kind of like, where did any of this come from?
No, it is book 20 in the series.
Shit. Yeah.
So they picked a hell of a place to start with the movie.
Honestly, I understood it just because our D&D game was based on this movie. I understood it because of that.
Well, based on the series of books.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But yeah.
But so since on Amazon it was split up into 3 episodes.
Yeah.
I rated each episode. This is how I did. I'll run through them. So I said episode 1 7. I thought it had potential.
Yeah.
I was like, it was kind of a mess to me because none of the storylines were really interconnecting yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, I imagine once it'll feel like more of a complete thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then it started to, and I wasn't liking it. So then I gave episode 2 a 6, and then episode 3 a 5.
Okay.
And
so that'd be like an average of a 6.
Yeah, I guess, but since I did not enjoy most of the second half of it, I was just like, this is a 5 for me.
So originally I don't know why Amazon split it up into 3 episodes, because the original was only split up into 2. And you can see in the middle of the second episode on Amazon where it was supposed to end, where the intermission was.
Mm-hmm.
And they just suddenly restart with the voiceover from the beginning.
Oh yes, I did notice that, and I was like, "What's going on?"
No, that's where the second episode was supposed to start.
That makes more sense.
But for some fucking weird reason, Amazon decided to split it up into 3 instead of 2. I think Amazon actually has 2 listings of the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, they do.
And one of them is split up into 3 and the other split up into 2 or something.
I did the 2 one I watched.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't.
But
I didn't know there was a second option.
Yeah.
I originally watched the 2, and then this time I watched the 3. And honestly, the split up into 2 is much better.
Hmm.
So the first episode ends with basically Tea Time victorious. He is he's gathered all the teeth. He is completely like forced the kids to lose all belief. Everything is just going wrong and bad, and it just ends. And it kind of leaves you with this feeling of like, and then what? But like I don't even remember where the first episode ends on the Amazon one.
Me either.
I cannot tell you either.
Let's
Oh,
see.
you didn't even watch it, so.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But so this movie, I was scouring the internet and I could not find what the budget was for this movie. Like, it's just not listed anywhere. And of course, it was like made for TV, so I also couldn't find how much it made.
Yeah.
But funny enough, this movie wasn't released until a year later in the U.S. But in the U.K., it was actually released both on TV and in theaters. And in theaters, it was also in 2 parts with an intermission in between, which is a bit odd to me.
Yeah, I saw the intermission thing and I was like, what is this?
The death of rats, the little like squeaking and everything was played by the same actress who played Susan. And that was Michelle Dockery. And the in the credits, the death of rats is credited to Dorky Hellmice, which is an anagram of Michelle Dockery.
Whoa.
Oh.
This movie's awesome.
And Terry Pratchett, the author of the books, who passed recently, this podcast is dedicated to Terry Pratchett.
No. We can't dedicate to more than one person.
We already have.
Okay, we can't dedicate to
It's
more than
dedicated
2.
to Brendan and Jason Steele and Terry Pratchett.
I already did Mac
It's
Miller.
episode 10.
I already did Mac Miller. We
Shit,
can't do
this
more than
is
3.
so
It's
much.
episode 10. We can
2
do
each. Just shut up.
it. And so Terry Pratchett was actually in the movie, and he played the toy maker at the very end. And he was stopped by customs in the airport in Australia because I don't know if this was on his way back or on his way there. But he had a big box of plastic teeth so this is on his way back, I guess. He had a big box of plastic teeth from the set. And the people at the airport were somewhat distressed by this because, who walks around with a big bag of teeth? And he explained the situation, and he pointed out that they should probably be more concerned with the big box he was carrying marked death in big letters. This is the series by Terry Pratchett is called Discworld, and it follows several different things. And there are different. There's basically mini series within the series that follow the same characters, but each book is standalone. You can jump into any of them without knowing anything, and it'll sort of explain things, but it does help to know like how things were established.
When I first saw the Discworld thing, I was just like, oh, this is going to be like Detective Heart of America, but with a budget. Like immediately, just Discworld on top of the turtle.
Yeah.
What was the other 2 things?
The Great Atuan. This podcast is dedicated to the Great Atuan.
Bro, you know how I feel about that.
And then 4 elephants were
Yeah.
holding up the world.
Immediately, I was just like, what the fuck is this going to be? And then I was like, oh, okay.
Honestly, I think I like
then I
this
was like,
movie a lot because of death. I don't know why, but I really liked.
I like the idea
So-
of death starting to like humans.
Yeah,
But-
which is sort of what the Death books are about. There's a series of books within the Discworld series that follow Death, which are very enjoyable by themselves. I think this was the 4th Death book.
Really?
The first was called Mort, which is about him getting an apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the apprentice meets his daughter, and they fall in love. They get married. The second was called Reaper Man, I believe. It was either Reaper Man or Soul Music. One of those two. But Reaper Man is about basically Death finds out that he's got limited time left. Things are changing and a new Death is coming. And so Death basically has become mortal and has to blend in with humans. He gets a job as a farmer, and it's really funny. It's probably my favorite in the series. Soul Music is about I can't even remember. It was such a weird fucking story.
It's okay, man. Hey, don't worry about it, bro.
But then Hogfather was the one that this one was based on, which again is a weird starting place for a movie. If you're not already a fan of the book, there's nothing really that's gonna like pull you into this unless somebody tells you to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of as it went on, I felt like it got cheesier and cheesier.
Oh, it did.
And the lines got so much worse. There was one when Tea Time was trying to make Mr. Sidney open up the locks, and then he like slipped, and then the Tea Time was like, "All fingers and thumbs, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, we all are." And then there was that one point when he was talking about how he's the inner child. And fucking, what was her name? The main girl?
Susan.
I'm the inner babysitter. Fuck off. And then I hated the conversation when they just said what the moral of the story was.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, no, so fantasy is to be human? You need to believe? And I was like, really? You're just going to force feed this to us?
Yeah. No,
but that's Christmas, like that's a cheesy shit that Christmas movies do.
Oh, that pissed me off.
This is a great Christmas time movie.
It really is.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you know what else I hated? When they wanted Banjo to hit the woman, and then he kept going, "Mom, my mom doesn't let me." And then Tea Time goes, "To blazes with your mom." And then the guy goes, "What'd you say about my mom?" And pulls out the knife. Bro, I hated the third episode.
Yeah, the third episode honestly falls apart a little bit. It's got like 4 endings.
Mm-hmm.
I kept thinking the movie was going to end, and then it kept going.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's
like, all right, movie's over. Oh, wait, no, shit, we're still going. Okay, now movie's over. Oh, shit, no, we're still going.
That's true.
But it did wrap up all of its loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what was up with that one scene when the dad of the children dressed up as the Hogfather? And
they didn't really.
And then they never prefaced it. They never explained it afterwards.
So what they were doing in the Tooth Fairy's castle was basically collecting all the teeth so that the children stopped believing in the Hogfather, because if they have a piece of someone, they can control them, and so they collected all the teeth.
They also threw that in there at like the third episode. Randomly. I was like, oh, that's why they're doing this?
Yeah.
Like the whole time I didn't know why they were doing it.
The book is really, really well written.
I would imagine this being much better as a book.
But it's very difficult to translate something like that to the screen. Terry Pratchett is probably one of the greatest authors of like the modern day.
Ooh.
Wow. And the style in which he writes is so clever and so difficult to mimic that if you don't follow it exactly to the T, it's gonna look like shit.
I can understand that.
And so if they try to do anything outside of what was like strictly written, it's not gonna fit in well. But one of my favorite lines from the book was in there, and it's near the very beginning, and it's when the master of the Lord Downey, the master of the Guild of Assassins, he's just sitting there at his desk. And he just senses that somebody's there. And he just says, "The doors are locked, the windows are barred. The dog does not appear to have woken up. The squeaky floorboards haven't. I really doubt you're a ghost, and gods generally do not announce themselves so politely. You could of course be Death, but I don't believe he bothers with such niceties. Besides, I'm feeling quite well."
Yeah, no, that was really good.
I fucking love that line so much.
Like, yeah, the first episode I was like, this could be something that's interesting, and then by the second one I was like,
over it.
It lost
Yeah,
me.
I get you.
It lost me.
Mm.
It lost me. I thought the script was very weak.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I liked the voice of the auditors.
No, the auditors were a little
It was
weird
just,
and cheesy.
Yeah.
It was a
like-
little bit different in the book. There were a lot of changes that I think were unnecessary. It followed the book fairly closely, but obviously, even with a 3-hour movie, they're going to have to cut some stuff out.
Yeah.
And so it was, I don't know. This is something that would more, I think, make a better series than just like a single movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was just kind of it's interesting. And I just think it's just this weird little thing that I feel like not a ton of people have seen, so I thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
No, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to watch things I've never heard of.
Yeah, but it's like a...
But
Where's my phone with all my notes on it? Oh, it's in my lap.
yeah, I don't know. There's
Yeah,
a lot.
no, I think I probably would have liked it more as a book than a movie.
Mm.
I could
'Cause I
definitely
did
see
like
that.
the story.
No, I would recommend the books, honestly. But no, the set design was very good. Tea Time in the earlier episodes, I thought his acting was cheesy, but it was well done.
In the first episodes I
In the
loved them.
first episode, he's genuinely unnerving.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me uncomfortable to, like, look at him.
But by the end, I was just like, this guy's a loser.
Yeah. and it makes you, like kind of uncomfortable anytime he shows any emotion.
Mm-hmm.
If he laughs at something, you're just like, oh shit. Like,
Oh, you know what? There was a scene in the second episode when Death was trying to give like a lower class kid all the presents he
Oh, yeah.
wanted, and then they had that whole. I thought the whole social and economic comment was kind of interesting, but
mhm.
what made it weird to me was Death, the embodiment of all things evil, didn't know that life is unfair.
Well, no, he that's kind of what the whole series of books is about. Is in the very first Death book, he has his first sort of touch with humanity when he gets an apprentice, when he gets a human apprentice, because he's not like a person. He is an anthropomorphic personification of an idea. And so he's not really in touch with people until he has a person to be in touch with. And so the stories of Death are him slowly becoming more and more human. And at first he doesn't believe in, like, truth or mercy or justice or anything. And one of my favorite lines from the first book is, "There is no justice, there is just us." But as it goes on, he sort of discovers more and more, and he sort of believes the lies that humans tell themselves himself. He sort of believes that, everything's going to work out, everything's going to be fine. And, this world is good to people. And sometimes he gets sort of a harsh reminder that, life isn't always fair for everybody. And as Death, yeah, he understands that, but he's sort of taken on this new character. He's supposed to be this giving person now, and he wants to be fair and good and giving to everyone. And when he finds out that he can't, it pisses him off, because he's like, no, I don't want to be Death right now.
Yeah.
I want to be the Hogfather.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense if I knew more of how they did Death for this character, but I was just thrown in. Because to me, just imagining what Death would be like, I wouldn't imagine him as like some naive dude that thinks life is perfect and fair. So I
And
was kinda like,
they're actually in the process of making Mort into a movie.
Mort.
So we could be seeing a whole series of these.
I'd probably check that out.
Yeah,
I
I'd
think
like
Death
a
was
modern.
he was my favorite character, I think.
Yeah. No, it's such an interesting idea that so few movies seem to follow, like just the idea of Death personified.
I agree.
What was that? Why just blow into the mic?
Nice.
What?
Yes.
I think Logan's malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm still having a stroke from earlier.
Oh.
But I don't know. It's such a unique idea that I just think a lot of things could sort of take from, and especially using like Terry Pratchett's work. I can't recommend him enough.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you just follow like the Death series, like all of his work is great, but like honestly, it's hey Alyssa, go out and fucking buy yourself a Terry Pratchett book. Go get, Mort or Reaper Man or Soul Music or whatever. You could start with Hogfather if you want, but like just go do it.
I think the only time I've ever liked like death in a film was The Book Thief. Like I liked when death was that, but I like death as a character just in general.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's this other book, On a Pale Horse, by Piers Anthony, is another interesting one that follows the idea of the 5
Horsemen.
incarnations of like the world, like it's death, nature, fate, war, and time. And there are like 7 books, and each one focuses on one, and then the last 2 are like good and evil. I think there might be an 8th or something, but I'm dying. But that one's an interesting one as well. I don't know. I find the idea of using death as not just a tool, but as a physical character itself is so interesting.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like J.K. Rowling and her little this tale of 3 brothers when they use death. I love that shit. I just love death as a character.
But this movie, I don't think the movie did it as well as the book did, but it did include one of my other favorite lines from the series, which was just the little back and forth between Death and the little girl, and when he gives her the sword.
Oh yeah.
That was good. I like that.
And he's like, oh, she, you can't give her that. It's not safe. And he's like, it's not meant to be safe. It's a sword. And she's like, well, what if she cuts herself?
I really love Death in that one scene where he adds time to that child's I love that, where he was like, greatest gift I can give is a future, and I was like, oh, I love you.
No, there's so many good like one-liners that Death says in the series that it's oof.
I could have literally watched this entire like series if it was just based completely off like Death rather than like all these other characters.
A lot more.
I think I would too.
Too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was quite a bit going on.
And for the longest time, I didn't know why it was happening.
Yeah.
Until like near the end. Like the whole wizard stuff, I was just like, why is this happening? Why am I watching them take a shower?
No, the book has it. I actually don't know. I just sort of got used to his style, I guess, of following several stories and knowing that they would all eventually go together. But
yeah, that's always cool. Like Fargo, the TV show Fargo does that a lot. So I was like, I get what's gonna happen, but I didn't like when they did meet up.
Yeah.
No, it felt more natural in the book, but I don't know. I understand the movie. The whole wizard subplot is kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
But then by the end, you're like, oh, I guess I kind of did need to know that. But like, why did we spend so much time focusing on it?
Yeah.
And then that whole machine that was writing stuff down. When
Hex. Yeah. I mean, that was way more explained in the book.
I mean, I didn't mind, but the way they executed it, I understand they probably didn't have that big of a budget, and the way, like, you could tell it was already written down, and then they'd have the pen write it over. I was just like, you probably could have worked your way around it a little better. Like, I don't know. You have to do what you have to do with money, so I'll cut them some slack. But also, I didn't like the score in this. I thought it was really cheesy.
I don't remember.
It was kind of just constantly in the back of like every conversation, and it just made it so much more cheesier. And like, I wasn't. It was kind of just like typical like sitcom, bouncy.
Yeah, I could
shit.
understand that. Like, yeah, I really don't remember it, but I do like have like a a little tiny faded
like,
memory about it.
Just those types of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, remember in Wonder Woman when she was
Oh my gosh, Wonder Woman.
like, there's that cheesy sitcom score for that one. It was kind of like
our first episode.
Oh, it's our 10-year anniversary.
Aww.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just as I said, like, it wasn't a bad idea. It had my attention in the beginning. As it went on, it lost me more and more. And I thought the script got lazier and lazier.
Yeah.
But like, acting was decent.
Yeah.
I think they did their best with what they had.
Yeah, I would agree.
Script wise.
No, I just feel like I'm more forgiving of it because I do know the story so well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like, I totally see where you guys are coming from. It's like it is honestly missing a lot.
But it also feels too long at the same time.
Yeah. No, they cut out a lot, and then they also stretched it out for some reason. But I don't know. I think it's a good start, and I would like to see them revisit it.
I'd be interested in Death. I don't think any of the other characters.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't care.
I really liked Death.
Yeah.
Like, his little adventure was the most interesting part for me.
Yeah.
As like the Hogfather, like, I think that whole thing was like my favorite part. And that's where I would really pay attention, and then after everything would just be like, eh.
I like when they kick the dogs off the cliff.
I feel that like that scene was really short for like the whole movie's based on saving the Hogfather, and then they save him, it was like,
she jumps over one little thing, and then the Hogfather's like dead.
Yeah, and then she cries about it, and then
it's because he was also being like bitten by the dogs.
Is he bitten?
Yeah.
I just think it was really short. Like, that little bit was really short.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yep. And then also Santa is in charge of the sunrise. Don't forget that. Don't forget that, guys.
Where he just looks, and then that actually was pretty nice. That was pretty nice.
He just like kind of yelled into the sky,
also,
right?
The god of hangovers.
That was bullshit.
Oh yeah, that was.
I hated that plot. The saying gods and then they appear.
Yeah. Well, that was it was explained in the movie.
Yeah.
No, I get why it was there, but I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
And then he falls in love with the tooth fairy lady.
That was stupid.
It was more deeply explained in the book.
I'm sure.
They seem to set it up really well, and then they just chopped out a ton from the end. Just like in general, not with that one part, but like like the first episode was very solid, and they were following everything really closely, and then they started playing Butcher around episode 2, and then by 3 they were just like, let's glue these remaining pieces of paper back together and see what we've got.
Yeah, and there's some bad, like when Tea Time was falling down that hole, that green screen was so bad. Like, they didn't even have him screaming or anything.
Yeah, he
just
fell.
Falling in silence, and it was really bad green screen. Some of the visual effects weren't bad, but like for the most part, yeah, you could tell they didn't have that big of a budget. And for as big as this project was, it kind of was a hindrance to it. But gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Hey, I get it. Hey, I get it.
More currently listed as in development on IMDb.
It
was announced in 2016 that it was getting a film adaptation.
Not in production though, in development.
Come
on.
In development, yeah.
Damn. It's gonna be a while then.
Yeah. No, it'll be a bit, but I'm still excited for it. I think it'll be cool.
I'll check it out if it's like one single movie. You say it's gonna be a series though, like this one, kind of?
I have no idea. Well, I mean, I think they could, from here, make more movies in the universe.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants a cinematic universe right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
But it's not necessary all the
But
time.
no, it is not necessary. I mean, this is already a universe, though, like a literary universe.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't care if they do it. I don't care if anyone does it. They're just movies.
Yeah, no, who gives a shit? But like,
Yeah.
I love your attitude towards everything. Why am I getting mad at traffic?
Yeah,
It's
just
just
don't-
a waste of emotion.
It really is. Why are you gonna be mad at something you can't control?
yeah.
Chill out, guys.
Mm.
Easy.
Word.
Did
Word.
you hear
A guy.
Superman left?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Which I'm good for him, to be honest.
It's already a fucking dumpster fire.
Yeah, good for
He
him.
just poured gasoline on the flames.
And Ben Affleck's been leaving though, right? As Batman.
Dude, I've heard fucking Robert Downey Jr. has been leaving Marvel for like the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And he's still not gone.
I love that man, though.
And now John Hamm wants to be Batman.
I love that man, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I love him too. But I
I
don't
love
know.
him. As Batman, I don't know.
I think he's got the look for it, but
I
Honestly,
honestly,
Just
they,
the DC
they should
universe is a mess.
They
I'm
just
gonna
need
be
to
honest.
restart the whole thing. Just
Just
redo
start it over.
You fucked up.
or just stop.
Just restart. Like there were no good movies
Just
in the
make-
series.
Just like we're forcing too many superhero movies. Let's just write them when you're inspired, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Take your time.
Yeah, chill
Yeah.
out. We don't need
Make a
10 of them
good one.
per year. Yeah. Last good one was Spider-Man: Homecoming, and I'll stand by that.
Really?
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really well made.
I actually
Really?
haven't seen that one.
I don't know.
It was really fun. It was really well made.
It's not as good as the original Spider-Man's.
I don't remember them.
Ooh.
Spider-Man 2 is the best one.
I don't know.
I don't remember that one.
I remember.
It's the one with Doc Ock.
Sandman? No.
No, that's 3. That one's shit.
Oh yeah, I thought so. Is that the one where he turns in like a black suit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hated that one.
Becomes super edgy.
Yeah, no. Oh my god, that little dance scene he does in that movie, I fucking hate that dance
That
scene.
shit's cute.
It was shit.
We watched that in one of my video production classes, but we watched the version where they took out the music and then they just added it.
Yeah. Oh god.
I love that.
I hated it.
No, it's awesome.
No
But back
thanks.
to whatever movie we were talking
yeah,
about.
Hogfather.
Hogfather. I think, I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about this movie.
I,
Me
to be
either.
honest, don't either.
It was a solid start.
Yep.
It was, an okay executed version of a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what they do in the future. They've made lots of Discworld movies now, but this is the only one they've made focusing on death. No, actually, I take that back. There's an animated one focusing on death as well. It's called Soul Music.
Soul music? That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Why?
But
'Cause
that
soul music.
one is not as good.
Does he play music?
Yes.
Does he really?
Oh my god. Is it the
Let
accordion?
me find the
I hope it's the accordion.
cover for it.
That sounds bad.
It's
Soul
terrible.
music.
Death playing music.
The book is good. It's my least favorite of the series. But it still holds up. Let me find the cover art for it because it's Death rocking out on a guitar.
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh no.
Yo, he's getting it though.
He has like the bent knee and everything.
He's gonna do the windmill shit real quick. Oh, it's cute animation.
It's like super low quality
Aw,
animation.
adorbs.
Wait, when was it made?
Hmm?
When was it made? It looks like it was made quite a while ago.
Yeah.
1997.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Fast research time, Logan.
Yeah, I could see that. The
Yeah, no, that makes sense,
animations.
though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut it some slack.
Yeah.
Apparently, animation didn't get good till recently.
Yeah, geez.
Guy
Hey, have
keeps
you
saying
seen fucking like Snow White?
no.
I seen it.
From how many decades ago, and the
Yeah.
animation still holds up today?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, actually, you're
just-
right.
I'm just kidding.
Mm.
I'm just talking about The Simpsons. Takes a while.
Fucking Cinderella 3 direct to DVD, a twist in time.
You talked about this last episode.
Hell yeah.
2 episodes
Talk about
ago.
it all the time because it's a good movie.
All right.
I'm
sure.
gonna pick it for my next
I
one.
don't even
don't.
remember
I'm
it.
gonna do Shrek 2 and
Hey, I'm
Cinderella 3
I know,
a twist in
honestly,
time.
do Shrek 2. I love that movie.
Hell yeah.
10/10.
Best animated movie of all time.
Okay. Probably. I'm trying to think of anything better. I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
so.
Name a better animated movie than Shrek 2.
Simpsons movie is pretty good.
It's okay.
Spider Pig. Spider Pig. Does whatever a Spider Pig does.
That shit used to be my shit
It's everybody's shit.
in middle school, bro. I need to rewatch that movie. I remember loving it in middle school.
Mm.
I didn't even watch The Simpsons back then.
I just
didn't either.
I
but
just
I did like
remember,
that movie.
like it's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger was the president for some reason.
Was it?
Yeah. And like
Shit, you're right.
they were like, "Hey, you know, we need to pick what we're gonna do with Springfield," and they gave him like 5 options, and he was like, "I pick number 3." And like, they're like, "Do you want to read him?" He's like, "I was elected to lead, not to read."
Yo, Simpsons is really funny.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Okay. We done with this movie?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
are. Any changes, scores?
No, I'm
No,
keeping
keep
it at
it.
5.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this one at like a. I'm gonna say 7 for my enjoyment
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I
but you're
mean,
cheating.
obviously I'm cheating, but I'm gonna say like a 6 overall.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd turn it on at like holiday times, maybe.
Never. I'd never.
I wouldn't voluntarily, like, let me go watch.
Yeah, if I like
Yeah.
accidentally
Yeah.
slipped on Amazon and typed it in and then pressed play, I guess I'll watch it. But
If it was on, I would watch it.
honestly, I wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll watch Elf.
Yeah,
Oh
No,
my god, I
that's-
love that
that's-
movie.
I would watch Elf.
Elf is just wow.
Elf's a classic.
We should just do Christmas movie segment in December.
Hell yeah.
No, we should.
Fright
just do
Fest for
Fright Fest
October.
for October, yeah.
I'm
Just do
saving the movies.
Cheesy, shitty 80s horror movies.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Psycho. Finally.
I have not seen Psycho. I've been meaning to for the
yeah.
longest time.
I picked Chopping Mall and Jason X.
I haven't seen, honestly, I haven't seen majority of horror movies.
Same.
Psycho's my next pick, but not this one. Not this one.
Damn,
Hmm.
hurry! I want to watch that one.
I know it was
So
going
far,
to be.
These are the only movies I can watch during the week now with school. So
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
we need to
like-
make these movies count.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, if honestly, we might need to take a break for a little bit if school gets a little too hectic.
I
Yeah.
bet. Yeah,
But-
that's fine.
Just a
We
fair
might
warning to
switch
our
over to like
audience.
every 2 weeks instead of every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for right now, we're riding it out.
Or I don't know.
School's
maybe
easy
we'll just
right
do like online recording or whatever.
That's true. We could test that out. I don't know how well it'll work, but
Yeah.
they'll never know till we try.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
So,
sure.
Stephanie, what's the movies we're watching next week?
Yeah. Excuse you. I'm the host.
Sorry, dude. Just want to get this shit going.
Yeah. Stephanie,
So-
what the fuck are you gonna make?
Hey,
us
there we
watch?
go. You're
Okay, boys. I recommend it in this order, by the way, because they correlate in some way. The first one is The Graduate,
Okay.
and the second one is 500 Days of Summer.
Of course.
And those are
Of
your
course.
picks.
cool.
Yeah.
You've
I've
been
been
talking about doing this since we originally
Yeah.
started talking about
Yeah,
doing
those were
this
going to be my
podcast.
original picks, like my first picks,
Mm.
and then, well, The Graduate wasn't, but the 500 Days of Summer. I just need to discuss it with somebody, and I feel like it'd be intense.
I've been meaning to watch The Graduate, so
Yeah,
this counts for me.
yeah.
Good picks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No,
Unless you guys
I've
rate
been
it
meaning
like
to
a
watch
4.
It's on my list.
It's a classic.
Yeah, The Graduate. Yeah, it should be good. 500 Days of Summer. I don't know how you guys gonna rate that, but it should be
I'm
interesting.
gonna rate it 500.
You're going into it as if you're gonna hate it, so it.
No, I'm not.
Mm,
No, honestly, I have literally no idea what the hell it is,
Me either.
other than the fact that you've told me it's super indie.
you're gonna
and I
hate.
usually dislike indie.
You're
so
gonna hate Summer. I already know. You're gonna be like, she's a bitch. I already know.
there's
know.
somebody named Summer
It's the
in
500 Days of Summer.
I thought
Because
like
he
summer
spends
like this
500 days-
season.
No. Okay, you'll figure it
This
out.
shit sucks already.
I already hate it. Stephanie, you made me hate it.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Stephanie, if I hate this movie, it's your fault for sending me in with a negative attitude
It's
toward
totally
it.
fine.
Yeah, I don't know. what's
We'll
going
watch The
on.
Graduate. We'll like it. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Calling
hate
our
it.
scores now.
Who knows?
Graduate, 11 out of 10. 600 poops in the toilet.
But yeah, watch The
negative
Graduate
1
first.
million.
Watch
Okay.
The Graduate first because
It's a
500
prequel?
Days of Summer spoils things in The Graduate. So
Okay.
that's why
Mm.
that's why I chose The Graduate, because I was like,
I'm gonna
I'm pretty sure none of us watched
spoil it first.
it. You'll
Logan.
understand the first
What?
Don't.
Oh yeah.
the first scene. He mentions The Graduate.
That's the one
So
with
there you go.
Dustin
No.
Hoffman's in it, right?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't go. I don't remember
Right.
the movie.
Rain Man.
Wait, and The Graduate?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
He got me too.
Fuck.
Quick shout out,
Oh,
Norm
no.
Macdonald though.
His podcast is dedicated.
Y'all hear Norm Macdonald?
Hmm?
Norm Macdonald,
I've heard of him, but
comedian legend. He just had a bullshit ass. I love the guy. He's one of the best comedians, kinda, if you get him. But he just recently was talking about Me Too, because he's got a Netflix show coming out Friday today, technically.
Oh yeah.
So he was doing interviews for it, and he talked about Me Too, and he was talking about Louis C.K. and Roseanne Barr and how it's unfair because they lost everything in a day and the victims didn't.
Oh my god.
It's the worst take you could have on it.
God.
And then I thought it was so funny because then he was supposed to go on the Tonight Show to promote a show and they canceled him.
Oof.
Like, I fucking love Norm Macdonald. He's always been like this out of touch dude though that doesn't get anything. Like, he
Mhm.
didn't know racism existed till that new Sacha Baron Cohen movie show
What?
came out. Yeah, no, he's wild.
Okay.
Me.
Shout out Norm Macdonald. Yeah, watch his new show.
But today is what? The
12.
no. It's the 14th, Stephanie.
It's the 12.
Bunch of shit comes out on Netflix today.
And
Check it out.
yeah.
We got Norm Macdonald. We got American Vandal season 2.
We got BoJack Horseman season 5 coming out.
Fuck, we do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you've made it this far on the day that this is released for some reason, if you're listening to this,
Check out some of those shows, man.
go fucking watch those. What the fuck are you doing wasting your time listening to us?
This shit sucks.
Yeah. This is fucking trash, dude. Go watch BoJack Horseman.
Yeah. Something else coming out too, if I don't remember. I think Scott
Yeah,
Pilgrim's going to be on Netflix soon.
Hell yeah, it is. I'm so excited.
Oh, Jesus
Have you seen that?
Christ. I have.
Do you
Are
like it?
I do.
Okay. It
Okay.
sounded like you didn't. I would have
Hmm.
figured you would like it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great one.
It's Edgar Wright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love Edgar Wright.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, this is this has been our podcast. It's a mess. We know. You can stop tweeting us.
Nobody tweets
Nobody
us.
has tweeted us.
Like,
I think
no.
this is the first
only-
episode we've actually given out our Twitter handle
'cause
on the podcast.
The only people who follow the account are us three.
Yeah, it's the three of us. And
And I always retweet our shit, so.
I do too.
yeah, I have 12 followers, but that's all that Jesus
Yeah.
had.
Hey,
So
Follow.
That's all that Jesus had. That's solid.
Follow
Love that.
Obi-Wan Kenobi on Twitter.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's. I'm not gonna spell it out because it's spelled fucking stupid. But yeah, go recommend us to your friends, or don't if you want to keep those friendships. I don't fucking know what to say.
Just say goodbye.
Just say goodbye.
Bye.
Good fucking night, everybody.
Yo, chill.
Have a good time.
Have a good time.